Can you picture some mainstream moviegoer going to the movies because they saw that not only one, but two dance movies were out, and then they go to see it thinking it's like some sort of musical, and it ends up being Suspiria or Climax? Yeah, I like to think of that too. Climax is from director Gaspar Noé, director of Irreversible, Enter the Void, and Love. He is also one of those directors that likes to take us to the deepest, darkest, most disgusting parts of our soul and just kind of search and play around inside there and see what we're really all about. He's clearly a very, very, very sick man, and I think that's kind of why we love him so much at times. And we also love him because he's the obvious twin brother of Shel Silverstein. Climax is about a group of French dancers who finish their last rehearsal and decide to celebrate with a little bit of sangria. Unfortunately, that sangria is laced with LSD, and what transpires is a little bit of mayhem, a little bit of lust, a little bit of hallucinations, a little bit of paranoia, a little bit of everything. There's definitely a lot of primal screams, music, and dance. What more fun can we have? Gaspar Noé delivers exactly what we've come to expect from him. Something outrageous, unsettling, bizarre, sexually charged, and drug-induced. This film is a high-speed roller coaster that's missing part of the tracks. It is lovely, and it is fresh, and it is wonderful. But not everyone's cup of tea. But enough of the adjectives. Let's go a little bit deeper into this film. Gaspar makes extreme choices with his camera movements, and it's truly a lesson in blocking and the use of cranes and dollies. The camera operates based on what the characters are actually going through at the current time. When we're first introduced to the characters, the camera is completely static. And as the movie progresses, the camera moves more and more and more. There's an incredible dance sequence with at first there's a bird's eye view, followed by movement in which we actually feel like we're one of the dancers walking in and out of the other dancers, really getting to know each and every character. And as Gaspar turns to the extreme, so does the camera. With its lights, shots, angles, direction, everything goes haywire. And definitely keep your eye out for the length of some of these shots. This was filmed in 15 days, shot in chronological order, and used a 5-page script. The only dance scene that was choreographed prior to shooting was the first opening dance scene, and there's only 2 actors in the film that had prior acting experience. According to the director, this film is about a safe place that turns into a madhouse. Climax is set up like a play in that it takes place in one location, and most of the information that the audience gets is from dialogue and an interview scene. Now, we're not just following 1 or 2 dancers in this movie, we're following more like 20. And because of that, it's really difficult to know each and every character. But Gaspar does a great thing here. He does a cut-up variation, kind of like a William S. Burroughs book, where it's a stream of conscious, and he cuts up all the streams of conscious and puts one here, one here, one here, one here, and it's completely mixed-matched. And that's what you have here. You have all these characters talking to each other in different situations, different scenarios, all within one location, and we get little bits and pieces at once. And this is how we get to know the cast so well. This is a very well done way to get the audience to know exactly who the characters are in a very short amount of time. I'm sure many people hate Climax, and it's not hard to understand why. This is a revolting film. It's disturbing. It makes you look within yourself and say, why doesn't that bother me? Or why does that bother me so much? This looks at your soul and it spits everything of what you are out. Some people don't want to look inside themselves. Some people don't want to hear these primal screams. This movie is different though, and fresh. And isn't that what we want? Isn't that why we hate remakes and sequels so much? Because we're looking for something original and fresh? That's what this director gives us. Something different, something fresh. And yes, revolting and disturbing. But hey, we're horror fans. Don't we like that sort of thing? If you want to see how deranged you truly might be, watch this film. I feel like this film is a good barometer of if you're crazy, if you're not crazy, if you enjoy watching crazy, if you enjoy watching drug-induced paranoia. There's a lot of things going on here, and that's why we love it. So be sure to check out Climax. You might not like it, you might hate it, but at least it gives you a reaction. This film will give you a reaction for sure. As always, guys, thank you for watching Nocturnal Horrors. I really appreciate it. And please, let me know what you think of Climax.